What's happening?
Neil, it is time.
Lava!
Ghost in the Shell is the next generation of animated feature entertainment. The story centers around a life form that evolves from the internet, seeking asylum in a cybernetic human host. The semi-cybernetic team sent to counter this incredible situation are forced to question the meaning of their own lives while engaged in a non-stop action-packed fight against an unseen enemy.
Police! Everyone, hit the ground!
All your memories about your wife and your daughter are false and are more like a dream.
With production values exceeding the legendary Akira and a gripping storyline, this picture represents the leading edge in the new animated entertainment genre.
Ghost in the Shell. Released theatrically worldwide, fall 1995.
You mean to kill me. Welcome to the future.
In a time beyond tomorrow. A new order has begun. Innocence has no chance. And only the North Star can bring back the peace.
Fist of the North Star!
Your dreams are over.
Fist of the North Star.
So this is where I'm gonna find fortune and fame.
Right, so this will be your first job. If we get a positive crotch reaction, then we'll print the photo. Nothing, and it'll get spiked.
Hi, kid. Give me a coffee and cream, no sugar, plus a rye pastrami. And then come and type me some letters. Hey, what a doll! Haven't got time for you now, honey.
My name's Miru.
Great to meet you.
You free tonight?
see seriously full-on animation, Bravo has even more manga. Feature-length animated films from the East that'll blow you away in every sense of the word. A weird combination of the bizarre, the erotic, the dangerous, and the downright outrageous. King Monster! Get your fix of manga on Bravo.
The Earth lies shattered and broken, a ruined wasteland that is now struggling to sustain life. Humanity is near the end after a devastating global meltdown. The oceans have been boiled away in nuclear fire. The land is charred and disfigured, saturated with deadly toxins. Life is a nightmarish struggle. The radiation levels have created hideous, mutated human savages. Mentally deranged, they roam in search of food and water. Gruesome violence brings terrible death to those who encounter these murderous mutants. It is an orgy of chaos, madness on a global scale. Savagery knows no limits. There are no nations, no laws, no order. In this grim reality, the forces of good and evil are once more preparing to fight for the future of mankind. Far, far away, a star shines out from the blackness of space. A beacon for the lost, a symbol of hope, an unfailing comfort to those on a journey. Known as the North Star, it has, through the ages, meant many things to many men. Under this eternal light walks the namesake of this star, a man of power and purity. A living beacon of hope, destined to bring light into the darkness. He is a feared man, spoken of in hushed tones. A legendary fighter, able to call on secret powers. He is an unrivaled practitioner of a martial art that fights violence with worse violence to enforce justice. Kenishiro is the man with the 7 scars, the heir to the ancient martial art of Hokuto Shinken. He is the Fist of the North Star. Hokuto Shinken is a masterful technique based on the secret energy points of the human body that enable life. By striking them in various sequences, a practitioner of Hokuto Shinken can manipulate a person's body. Strike one combination and you cure disease. Another, and you wipe a man's memories away. Strike another, and a person's body will rip itself apart. The mastery of Hokuto Shinken gives the ultimate power to bring death or preserve life. It is said that only one living person at a time can ever know its secrets. For every power, there is an equal, yet opposite power. Ken's half-brother, Shin, holds the opposite power. Shin was trained alongside Ken in the equally powerful technique of Nanto Seiken. Shin is the sacred fist of the South Star. The two techniques are mirror opposites, with Hokuto Shinken concentrating on the internal and Nanto Seiken on the external. Their master warned them that these two schools of martial arts must never fight. Shin's crazed lust for power led him to attack Ken. From this action, Shin's goodness turned into uncontrolled evil. The 7 scars on Ken's chest are the legacy of Shin's attack. Ken was ready to die to save his lover, Julia. Julia stopped Shin from killing Ken by agreeing to leave him to be Shin's wife. Shin is now the warlord king, leader of the army of the Bloody Cross. His savage warriors worship him like a god. Julia remains with him, hoping that Ken may one day set her free. Whilst Ken wanders the barren land looking for Shin and Julia, he befriends 2 children. The children are the only hope for the future, and it is Ken's destiny to keep them alive. As this unlikely trio wander the wastelands, Ken fights to free people from the tyranny of Shin's barbarians. Violence is met with worse violence as Ken destroys the forces of his evil half-brother. Heads roll, bodies fall, and the earth runs red as Ken draws ever nearer to Shin's stronghold in the city of the Southern Cross. The scene is set for an epic struggle between good and evil. What Shin started cannot be stopped. Many will die trying. Many will run. But there is only one Fist of the North Star.
Enter the deadly world of Ken and Shin and witness a world where violence isn't the problem, it's the solution. An epic assault on the senses played out in the animation series that everyone has been waiting to see. Fists fly, heads explode. It's fast and furious, deadly martial arts action all the way to the end. And then some. Never before have so many been killed so quickly by just one man. Ken's quest to save the world from Shin will have you glued to your screen, month after month, begging for mercy. 12 deadly tapes, each featuring 3 bone-crunchingly manic episodes. The Fist of the North Star, the ultimate new manga series exploding into combat.
Our style was originally used for killing. The wish to become the strongest of all. You must never let such a desire rule you, or allow the Dark Hado into your fists. One possessed of an evil spirit will fight out of pride until his dying day, and most likely fight to kill. Just like Akuma, who took up the Dark Hado, and whose hands are dark with the blood of his own master, Kotetsu.
I have come to tell you something about your future. Will you grasp the light, or be swallowed by darkness?
Kill me. If I'm possessed by the Dark Hado, I can't break free. Kid, I want you to be the one to do it.
Neo Tokyo is about to explode. Streamline Pictures presents a state-of-the-art adventure, Akira.
spreads 1,000 wings to slay 1,000 devils and 1,000 demons. He knows no treasure, he knows no fame. In search of his destiny, he travels on and on.